Whatever the weather is, I always find myself craving for a warm, rich, and comforting bowl of ramen. So today, I will be showing you some of my favorite spots in Metro Manila to grab a bowl. And it will be up to you to search for the bowl that will suit your palate. Ramen's kinda like the original fusion food. Even in Japan, there seems to be no rules in putting the dish together. We consume it weekly, from instant packs to broths that have been simmered over days. At the end of the day, it all comes down to personal preference. I say, try them all. So for our first stop, we drove all the way to Alabang to experience IpponYari. This ramen shop started back in 1996 when its owners, a Japanese-Filipino couple, migrated to the Philippines and wanted to bring the flavors of Japan to the country. We were told the must-tries are IpponYari's chashumen and tantanmen. Thank you!
IpponYari means once great effort.
Once great effort, okay.
So it started by my father-in-law
Yes.
and my mother-in-law, Takatsugu and Grace Fukuro. So naghahanap kasi, wala siyang makainan dito na authentic Japanese food in Manila. Kaya gumawa na lang siya ng authentic
When did they move
restaurant.
here to the Philippines?
27 years ago.
Fair.
Yung mom-in-law ko, she's a Filipino.
Ah, okay.
So,
yung father-in-law mo, yung Japanese?
Yes.
Okay. IpponYari makes their freshly handmade noodles every single day and complements it with their bursting with flavor chintan soup stock. Made from vegetables, pork, chicken, and seafood. It's so simple and delicious, but don't let this generous bowl fool you because you'll keep wanting more. I really like this. Kasi ito yung favorite ramen ko talaga. Another chintan soup ramen that's stealing the show is IpponYari's tantanmen. It's sweet and nutty with just the hint of spice to complete the layers of flavors. I had a bit of this kanina, and can I just say, ang super flavorful. They use the same chintai base for this soup. It's not as rich as yung mga typical na tantanmen, but at the same time, it doesn't lose yung flavor niya. Very pa rin siya, very rich in flavor, but then it's very light, which I really like.
Wala siyang umay factor.
Umay factor.
Para you can still have the gyoza, you can
Anything.
still have the other dishes we have. Our ramens are best paired with gyoza or yasai or chahans. Kaya meron kaming set sa menu.
Even yung rice, pwede mo i-pair sa ano.
Yes.
Okay, so this is your gyoza. What do you yung palaman niya is pork?
Yes, pork and shrimp.
Pork and shrimp? Okay, so halo sila. Then this is the gyoza dipping sauce, diba?
Yes.
Okay. So how would you recommend to eat the gyoza with yung alongside the ramen?
You can eat it as an appetizer or best paired with ramen. And then try also yasai itame.
Sige, try ko yung yasai itame. Actually, favorite namin to ng fiancé ko, kainin.
Japanese chopsuey.
What I noticed with yasai itame is yung hinahanap mo na flavor doon, yung medyo may pagka-smoky siya. So, nalalasaan ko siya dito. Oh, this is a traditional yasai itame, diba?
Yes, traditional.
You mentioned that your husband is Japanese, so he originates from Tokyo.
Yes.
Like, what's the most popular ramen done in Tokyo? Like,
Madami this one, shoyu ramen.
Shoyu ramen.
Miso ramen.
ang sarap niya. Tsaka hindi siya masyadong spicy. I heard from IpponYari, you guys are a bit more traditional.
Most of our customers kasi are Japanese.
A lot of the Japanese restaurants, whenever they bring it from Japan to the Philippines, they usually try to make it, how do you say this? Parang binabagay nila dun sa Filipino taste, diba? So, I heard from IpponYari, you guys are a bit more traditional. You try to market it as
Authentic.
authentic talaga. So, hindi kayo makakahanap dito yung lasang, yung panlasang Pinoy.
Hindi.
Yes. Ito yung kunyari, ano yung matitikman nyo dito? Yun rin yung matitikman nyo din in Japan.
Yes.
We're now headed next to Marudori in Makati to try their signature dish, shio-paitan. There's no surprise that Marudori makes sure to use all parts of the chicken to bring out the flavors of their broth. And boy, I am ready to check it out. And did you know, this is actually from the same group that brought you some of the city's favorite artisanal ramen shops, Mendokoro and Yushoken. We are starting off with their flagship dish, shio-paitan. The broth is tasty, light, and milky. But surprisingly, this creaminess comes from the collagen extracted from the chicken bones that were boiled for a long period of time. And then topped with very tender chicken breast.
So that's one of the lightest broth that we have. So pinaka-pure na ramen that we have. So we have in the toppings sous vide chicken breast.
It looks so tender.
Yeah, it's supposed to be tender actually.
Yes. No, but
Like melt in your mouth.
I've never tried chicken breast. This chicken breast, right?
Yes, chicken
it's not supposed to be this tender, but it is because it was sous vide.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, kasi we're used to dry chicken breast, but this one is very tender. And I noticed the broth is very milky. I've tried some chicken paitans before, but never this milky. Like a lot of people would assume that you add cream to it. So do you add cream or?
For a common misconception actually, even for our tonkotsu broth, since it's a bit creamy or more on the creamy side, is that we add milk or cream. So
yes. It's just purely from the bones.
I'll just say it out there, we don't add.
Yes.
So it's really about cooking our broth for a long period of time to really reduce it in order for it to result in that creaminess.
So this creaminess is purely from like chicken bones and everything.
For me, actually the top component that you really have to check on is the broth itself. Because you can have the best tare or the base in town, but then if your broth is not good quality, you would still taste it. So for me, the top would be the broth, and then the tare would be there next to it, and then the oil. And the noodles, of course.
And the noodles.
Yes.
Okay.
Since our broth is a bit thicker from other ramen houses, so to complement the thickness of the broth, so it's a bit thicker also yung noodles
so
ramen.
more surface area for the broth to cling on
yes,
to.
correct.
Yes. To mop up all that yung good
so
flavor.
when you keep slurping the broth and the noodles, talagang magsama siya, mag-bind siya together. So this is our lobster ramen. So this is the branch exclusive that we have here in Marudori, Rockwell. So as you can see, it has lobster, and then we have the kakiyage, the lobster sauce over here, and then we have basil sauce and some spinach oil.
Yes.
So we have also asparagus, leek stem, and cherry tomatoes.
Cherry tomatoes. It looks really good.
Yes.
And I noticed a lot of the components of these aren't stuff that you usually see sa mga typical Japanese restaurants.
Yes.
Parang may twist siya. Okay, what's like the idea behind this whole dish? Does it take from, I guess, I'm assuming it's from Italian influence?
It's a bit on that, and it's a little more of a play of different colors as well. So in order for you to taste it, you really have to mix the broth. So,
dapat mix ko pala yun. Sorry, I ruined this very beautiful presentation. I'm just really curious how this dish came to be, because it's like I would never personally think of creating something like this. It's very unique.
Our Japanese chefs actually thought of the dish. They really conceptualized the dish. So we have Aoyama-san and Koromochi-san. The flavors of the basil with the lobster sauce, which has tomato in it, complement each other very well with our shoyu tare, or the base of the broth, as well as in combination with our paitan broth.
Paitan broth.
Yes.
Speaking of paitan, I know that chicken paitan is like your flagship recipe for this branch. What is chicken paitan, and why was it used specifically for this branch?
Okay,
of
so
all
for
the different types of ramen.
for this branch for Marudori, so from the name itself, so Marudori means whole chicken. So we utilize the whole chicken in order for us to serve our dishes. So from the broth to our meats and other proteins, served din kami for a different market. Some people that want chicken broth, a lighter broth, for instance, or for some people that are more keen on their diets.
Yes.
So
not everyone appreciates pork.
Yes.
Also, diba?
Yes,
So you
yes.
saw that market.
yes,
It tastes very similar to your tonkotsu broth. Parang it's made with chicken bones and normally dapat I think yung connotation doon mas lighter siya. But I don't think it loses dun sa flavor profile. Parang it's still very rich.
yes. So here is our chicken gyoza. Actually, it's good or best paired actually with our ramen.
Yes.
So this one is chicken gyoza. So this one
Yes.
has a deeper or a higher fry parang crust to it. So what
Right.
you would expect
Cheers.
here is when you eat it. Actually, you can put it here.
How would you recommend that I...
Usually, since like a xiaolongbao.
so may soup ba siya sa loob?
The whole point also of it is talagang lalabas yung juice niya when you eat it.
Oh, wow, okay. So parang fusion siya ng gyoza tsaka xiaolongbao. Parang kind of like that.
Yeah, kind of like that, yes.
So you add a bit of ginger on top.
Yes.
And then, do you slurp it first or you just eat it whole?
You can eat it whole, yes.
I can eat it. Okay, time to burn my mouth.
Yeah.
So, Actually, it reminds me of xiaolongbao a lot. But what I noticed about it is the dumpling wrapper is much chewier, which I really like. And it's meatier. Parang mas marami siyang laman compared to yung normal na xiaolongbao. So this came also from Chef. He was
Yes,
who
Chef Aoyama-san, yes.
Aoyama-san
Yes.
thought of this recipe. Good. And you really feel the crunchiness from the bottom. It's actually been out for quite some time already, but then the bottom is still really crispy. How about this naman, Chef? What's in
That's
front of
a
me?
tsukune. So,
Tsukune,
yeah.
okay. This is chicken as
Chicken
well?
as well, yeah. So parang you break the egg yolk and then
I break it in the egg yolk.
yes.
Okay, parang sa ground chicken, no?
Yes.
It's ground chicken that's been formed in, parang chicken kebab. Parang
a bit
ganun.
like that, yeah.
Chicken
Chicken
yakitori,
skewers, actually,
chicken
yeah.
skewers.
Okay, so this is our shiro miso karage.
Shiro miso.
Yeah, so shiro miso is a white miso, so it gives
Yes.
a bit of sweetness to the dish.
Would you recommend I
Yes,
drizzle over that?
sure. We use chicken thigh fillet that had with skin on.
Yes.
So you have a different experience when you bite into it.
Usually, karage is not made with skin-on chicken.
For our Yushakin and Mendocoro branches,
Yes.
it's skin off.
There's a really strong citrus taste in the
Yes.
sauce. I really like that. So on top of the lemon, you get that then parang pampatanggal umay.
And to complete the list, we went to Izakaya Shonantei for dinner. This izakaya in Quezon City serves authentic and healthy heirloom Japanese dishes that were passed down by the chef's Japanese grandparents. The bubbly personalities of the owners just make the experience. And the winner on their list, miso ramen.
Yung ramen namin, fish-based, 100%
Fish-based.
fish-based. It's
Ah,
made
okay.
of ulo ng dilis, buto ng isda,
Sorry, ba't nyo pa naisip yung concept na yun na fish-based
fish-based.
yung soup nyo?
Si Japan kasi rich, at malapit yan sa
Mga
dagat.
Okay,
So abundant sila ng supply ng
mga seafood.
isda.
Tama.
At the same time, healthy yun.
Okay, so ano talaga yung goal nyo dito is to provide a healthier ramen
Yes, para
option
long life
for,
tayo, mas mahaba ang pagsasamahan
Okay,
natin.
sige po, mag-order ako ng try ko yung miso ramen nyo.
Miso ramen,
Oh, ang laki po ng ng serving niya.
serving, shishamu.
Shishamo.
Hindi yan local, it's imported. Hand carry namin yan. And your yakitori.
Yakitori. Ah, wow. Ito po yung recommend nyo kanina. Paano po nag-start yung yung place na to? Kasi first time ko mapuntahan yung izakaya na to?
Si Shonantei.
Ano pa yun?
Shonan is a place in Japan. Marami na kaming nagawang business before, talaga lang hindi kami umayos. Sabi ni husband, magtayo ng Japanese restaurant. Sabi ko, hindi ako marunong magluto. Sabi niya, chef ako, bakit hindi ko alam? Anong ganaan. Yun yung kwento.
Ay, mukhang
Yun talaga yung totoong kwento.
So yung mga parents niya, doon niya nakuha yung recipe?
Oo, by the book talaga
So, very
to. So, si
authentic.
Lolo, si
Authentic
Lola,
talaga.
ito yung kanilang mga recipe. Yung lasa, sabi ng mga po na kumakain dito, pag pikit mo,
Para kang
nasa Japan ka. Ano to, comfort
Wala.
food to eh. So kung hindi ka mahilig sa ramen, magugustuhan mo rin. Kung hindi ka mahilig sa yakitori, magugustuhan mo din yan. Baka hindi mo maging favorite, pero yung
At least
healthy na
na-expose.
nandyan, na gusto mo lang din kumain, choose healthy.
Just healthy. Okay.
Sashimi, last but not the least.
Ay, wow. Okay. Favorite ko.
We don't serve sashimi na may kalamansi. May lemon. Bakit?
Hindi
Sashimi.
yung-
Fresh. Kung
Dapat-
nilagyan mo yan ng kalamansi, nilagyan mo yan ng lemon,
Para maging kinilaw.
sinira mo yung texture ni sashimi.
Para malasaan mo talaga yung fresh taste ng...
Don't mix the wasabi and the toyo, parang awa mo na.
Pinapahid lang po. No? Tapos...
Magkaibang
Yun.
texture yan. Enjoy mo yan.
And thank you po. So, ito.
Ganyan. Huwag mo
Ganyan.
sausaw, parang awa mo na.
Huwag ko muna sasakos. Konting
Wasabi,
ayan all over.
kainin mo to. This is radish.
So sinasama rin po siya pag ano.
Ang ratio niyan sa isda, 70-30. Pag kinain mo ang isda, walang radish, 70-30. 70 tatapon mo. This is all the toyo you need. Huwag mo na sausaw, parang awa mo
Yung
na.
isda. Tapos try ko.
Okay lang yan.
Sana try ko.
You chew, para mag-balance. Yung softness ng sashimi, yung crunchiness ng radish, yung tangy nito, saka yung alat nito, it
Complements.
collaborates. Nag-blend. Enjoy
Kasi
the
masarap
night.
first time ko pa matry yung ganun na combination. Kala ko kasi mostly for decoration lang yung...
Kasi hindi rin balance, wala kang gulay.
Kailangan talaga na... Thank you po. I'm so excited to finally end the day with no frills, no fuss, straight up authentic Japanese comfort food here in Izakaya Shonantei. I've been really lucky to meet the owner who was very warm, friendly, and bubbly. And you can really tell why a lot of the customers go here. And she loves interacting with her customers. Just now, nakita ko may sinisigawan siyang customer but then in the most loving way. Okay, try ko muna yung broth. Very malinis yung lasa niya. Yun, hindi siya nakakaumay at all. Try natin yung noodles. The noodles is quite thick. Masarap yung noodles niya. Very chewy siya. And then let's try it with the egg. One of my favorite parts of ramen. Cooked to perfection. If you're looking for Japanese comfort food, I think this place hits the spot. It's not greasy at all. You can really taste the bonito flavor. So Ma'am Janet actually poured me a shot a while ago. This is one of my favorite Japanese liquors. So this is umeshu or Japanese plum infused with sake. So, kampai. Perfect, perfect combination with this hot ramen. Ang sarap na recommend ni Ma'am Janet. So these are their yakitori skewers. Try ko yung garlic. Sabi daw niya dapat lasang potato. Nawala yung pagka-pungent nung garlic. Very sweet. Very parang almost caramelized yung lasa ng garlic. So far, we've explored 3 different types of ramen here in Metro Manila. Each ramen shop served a different kind of broth. And I think they're special in their own way.
That ramen ride was wild. Each spot offers a different take on the well-loved dish. Let me know what other food or bar crawl you want to see me put myself through.